What's going on, my fellow troops? My name is Xavvo, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we are playing COD World War 2. I'm a very happy boy. Because, if you do remember from the previous video, I did actually mention I went back to COD World War 2 prior to that video, and I was actually having a lot of fun. Like, this is more fun than I recall it being, for whatever reason. I don't know why. I guess when I last played this game, I remembered it to be quite slow, and there wasn't much movement, and the settings sucked or something. I don't know what my deal was with this game, but I just seem to think it was so shit. And yes, I will agree, the color palette for this game isn't too great. Like, it is fairly, like, washed out looking and quite a dead looking game overall, but it's not bad. It's quite fun. So when I went back to it, I've actually been having quite a bit of fun. I did 2 weapons for gold out of the rifles, so that's pretty cool. But something pretty funny I realized about this game is apparently I have done the campaign. See what I mean? Complete the campaign. I don't even recall even playing it. Like, I have zero recollection of ever doing it, and apparently I have completed it. So I thought that was pretty funny. Anyway, let's just hop into this. We're gonna play some multiplayer, as you know, because like I don't know why I'd make a Nazi zombies video. I don't know, but here we go. Let's play some multiplayer. Let's have a bit of a throwback for those of you that did play this Call of Duty title. I can imagine a lot of you who watch this channel are probably fairly new to the franchise. You probably started in 2019 or 2020 or any of the following years. So yeah, but this is basically the nearest experience I have to classic COD, because even though 2017 isn't classic, it's pretty recent. It is now going on 5-6 years since this game came out, and honestly, the way they did it was very near to classical COD than it is now, because obviously now COD is very, very much different of a playground to what it was back here in 2017. The shipment layout is probably the truest version of shipment you'll probably find out of this or any of the recent games. It looks much more alike to the original shipment layout, the most look-alike shipment layout, and I don't know, something about it, the feeling of it just kind of feels old, even though it's not that old. I don't know, I guess COD just kind of stepped back after 2016, because 2016's COD, which I never played, by the way, because this was my first COD, the 2016 COD, which I think was Infinite Warfare, looked better than this. Like, I don't know. So yeah, I've actually got the STG-44 on right now. Apparently, I've already done 42 out of 100 headshots, so I guess I must have done that in the past. So the way the camera grind works in this game is you have to do the 100 headshots. So it's very similar to Black Ops 4, I'm noticing. 100 headshots. Then you get these next set of camos, these 6. And once you have actually done this 100 headshots, you've already got 1 out of 6 for the gold camo. And these next 5 camos, this one's like a long shot challenge, which asks you to do like 10 long shots. This one is like, I think, a bunch of kills with the infantry division, because the infantry division, I guess, is what you've got to use for the rifles. And this one is using any other division in the game other than infantry. This one, I think, is like 2 rapid kills 5 times or something, and then this one's 5 kills without dying 5 times, which is a bloodthirsty, basically, 5 times. And then you get the gold camo. So that's basically how it works. It's very simple compared to what I believed it was like, because I, for some reason, didn't understand how it worked. And coming back to this game, I used to be so confused by all the ribbons, but they're not hard to explain. They tell you what they do. But back then, all of this was like a foreign language to me. I didn't know what this shit meant. I didn't know what these little things were when it was talking about streak stuff and all this sort of stuff. I knew what score streaks were, don't get me wrong, but like a lot of this didn't really like sort of equate. It didn't sink into my brain because I was just kind of a smooth brain. But now it's just kind of basic COD knowledge. This stuff literally just gives you little bonuses depending on which one you use. Like this one, for example, the cavalry lets you carry a shield. So the shield is not an actual individual weapon in this game. It's like a special weapon, I guess. Yeah, it's really not that hard to understand. But I think the common thing I usually do when I come back to COD World War 2 is I hop into shipment, because shipment, let's be honest, is like the staple of Call of Duty. It's like the best map. Like, let's not lie here. It is literally the best map. Anyone who knows, you know, COD will know that shipment is like one of the main maps we like to play in the games. Nuketown especially is another one of those sort of staple maps that people like to play on the most. They're just more quick to get to, and they're just more fun. But something I have actually noticed with this game is it's not hard to get into lobbies. I was very surprised by that. When I first came on it, I was like, how the fuck am I getting to lobbies so easily? Now, right now, it says there's just me and one other guy in this lobby, which is very weird. But something I do like about the way this game works is you don't need a load of people to fill a lobby for it to start. This game will let you start a lobby even if there's just one other person in it. Like, literally, it will let you start it regardless, and people can just join in, like, whilst it's ongoing, which is really cool. I like that way of working. With Black Ops 4, you have to have a full lobby, otherwise the game will just never start, and that's why Black Ops 4 suffered at the hands of dying lobbies, because it just, you know, it wouldn't let people start the game without it. But look, there's just me, one other guy, and this guy on the other team. He's about to get bamboozled. He's about to get bamboozled by us. Oh, God. Okay, alright, that's just my running animation. Okay, it looks really weird. I thought I was lagging or some shit, but I'm actually running like that. That's kind of weird. So there's just one other guy on this game. We're just killing one guy. I feel like this is bullying. This is like targeted harassment, bro. What the fuck? This is just, it's just a lot of fun. I don't know. The game's just a lot of fun. The movement isn't too good, obviously. Like, you can only really, like, dolphin dive. I guess if you want to say dolphin dive, it's kind of a dive. It's not really much of a dolphin dive. You don't fly very far, but it's kind of like a dolphin dive, I guess you could say. And, of course, you've got, like, the crouch, the prone, but you can't slide. You can't, like, sprint much or whatever. Oh, actually, okay, you can sprint. Okay, but the sprint's just not noticeable. So this is walking. That's sprinting. I guess because I'm using the infantry division, my sprint animation looks like I'm holding a rifle downwards, like I'm carrying a bayonet or something.
Okay, so during editing, I actually realized that I'm not using infantry. I'm using the airborne division, so I do not know why I said that.
But yeah, there we go. So it's just a lot of fun. Okay, someone else has joined in. Let's go, baby! Ah! Get out of here, pussy. Let me know, how many of you did, how many of you, played COD WW2? Let me know in the comment section, because I know a bunch of my mates have played it, obviously. They were here since God knows when, 2012 or some shit. You guys are OGs. But, you know, I started in 2017, so this was my first ever card. I got this at Christmas, and I used to have an old YouTube channel, and I used to play this quite a bit. I didn't make a ton of videos, but off camera, I was playing this shit a lot. Like, I remember fondly just around Christmas time when I was all up in my little onesie that I got for Christmas. I was in my red onesie, and I had my glowing Spectra Xbox controller, and I was just playing this shit all day, all the way through the night until like 3 in the morning, bro. I was sweating this game out, dude. And I was damn near skipping showers over this shit. Like, that's how disgustingly sweaty I was getting over this game, bro. I was an absolute, like, recluse. I just wasn't washing sometimes. Like, obviously I did after, like, a day or so, but, like, my God, I took this game way too seriously. For someone who didn't even know the camo grind or how to grind a Call of Duty game, I considered myself grinding it by just playing it, which was, I guess, a weird way of putting it, but I guess I was just so addicted to playing this game that I just played it for fun, and I could do it for hours on end, which was kind of crazy. Because now when I look back on it, I realize there's not much substance to this game compared to the newer games. Like, there really isn't a huge amount of maps, and there's not tons of stuff to grind, but I suppose in 2018 they did add a bunch of camos and more stuff to it, but a lot of it is just sort of locked off as DLC content you have to pay for. Much like a lot of the old COD games, a lot of the DLC was just paid for, so you really couldn't play much of the DLCs for free. Now, people take Call of Duty for granted. We get DLC for free. We get spoon-fed so much DLC content now that you wouldn't understand how much it is compared to back here. Because back here, most people just got a few little maps added into the mix, maybe some new guns, but you were not getting the amount of maps and DLC that you get now. You were not. That shit was locked behind a paywall. You had to pay for that shit. Otherwise, you were just a normie. You were a normie, and you were not an exclusive pro MLG gamer. That's another funny thing. They didn't have esports back here. I guess, well, they did have esports, but they didn't call it esports. They didn't call it tournaments or ranked play. They called it MLG battles. So this was back when people were fucking making MLG antivirus videos and shit on YouTube. This was literally MLG mode. They had an MLG mode in COD WW2. It's still there, actually. I don't know if you guys saw it at the start of the video, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. But this game kind of slaps. After 5-6 years, it's actually not terrible. I would actually say this is a very fun Call of Duty game, and I think not enough people gave it a chance. A lot of people just shat on it because it was World War II themed, which I get it, but like, even as someone who doesn't like World War II, this is fun. I will say this right now, this is a fun game. I think this is actually more fun than Vanguard, and Vanguard has far more content in it compared to this, and it's got field of view and everything, and it's still not more fun than this. I don't know how. I mean, I think that's kind of hilarious. Where are they hiding at? Where the fuck are they? It's so quiet, dude. Okay, they're over here. Oh, we've got floor camper. Drop shotting is still, like, the pro way to play in these older games, I swear to God. Like, it just works way too well. Drop shotting has saved me so many gunfights in this game because you can't slide or do any other fancy tactical movement to save yourself. It just saves me every time. But yeah, let's play in another map because I don't want to just play on this map. I do actually want to play on another map just to sort of show you just how good it is. I really like it. I don't know. There's just something about this game that gives me some sense of nostalgia, some sort of classic feeling, even though it's really not that old. To be honest, I probably get more nostalgia, actually. I don't know if I get more nostalgia from Black Ops 4 than this, which is weird because that was my second Call of Duty game, but I don't know. It's not like I'm blinded by nostalgia or anything, but like, look, MLG game battles. But yeah, I don't get blinded by nostalgia or anything, but I do understand that this game was just kind of enjoyable in its own way. I don't know. It just feels kind of classical and nice. But let me show you something that everybody really liked quite a lot in this game. It was the headquarters. So the headquarters was like a social space where you could open your supply drops in front of everyone, and you could collect payrolls and challenges, and you could prestige, you could test score streaks around the back. I didn't even know that was a thing, apparently, until my brother told me about it, so I didn't even know you could test score streaks around the back. You can not only prestige your divisions, but you can prestige your actual account, and you can use the firing range. It's just really fun. I don't know. I just think this game did stuff quite nicely, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of people in here today. Jesus, it's quiet. It's very quiet. Let's have a look at what I've received in the mail. Yep, the payroll, of course. Anything in the headquarters? No, nothing in here. CWL packs. Oh, so they didn't call it CDL. They called it CWL back then. We have Optic, fucking FaZe Clan. Jesus, Luminosity, E United. These are some different teams on here. I guess back here in 2017, I guess the other teams that we see in like the Los Angeles Guerrillas and shit, they hadn't like come to light, I suppose. It's really cool. Anyway, let's open some supply drops. I just realized I have some supply drops. Call it in, baby. Oh yeah, what are we gonna get? Oh. We got a rare... Okay, that wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. Okay, let's open the next one. Epic! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, okay, nice. Okay, let's open the next one, which is actually a separate type of supply drop. We've got a ordinary supply drop. Okay, call it in, baby. Whoop! Okay, yeah. So, pretty cool stuff.
Cap.
Anyway, I really do like this blueprint, as you can see on my back. This is actually a Halloween type of blueprint, and it actually glows on darker maps, which is really nice. So I use it in replacement for the other camos whilst I'm waiting, because I just think it looks really nice. Anyway, let's go into a public match. Let's try some TDM. I used to play a lot, just an absolute lot of, I don't even know. I used to play tons of free-for-all in this game in the past. Don't ask me why. I guess back then I saw free-for-all as like more enjoyable than TDM. Now when I go into free-for-all, I think it's so snooze-inducing. Like, nothing's happening. You're just running around on your own, and you get killed every time you spawn because people are just everywhere. So I don't really enjoy free-for-all anymore in Call of Duty. I honestly feel like it's one of those dying breed game modes. Like, I just find TDM to be more enjoyable now. Anyway, here we are on Valkyrie. It's not a huge favorite map of mine, but we're gonna play it anyway. I think one of my least enjoyed maps, I think, on this game was probably London Docks. I don't know, it wasn't terrible some areas of it, but I just didn't like it overall. The theme kind of wasn't to my liking. I guess because it just looked very dead, like much of England actually is. It's just very dead looking. Don't come here, please. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. Okay, what the fuck? What's going on? Is that a person on the floor? Am I tripping? Okay, they're dead. And in this game, what I've noticed is you actually have to have more skill to kill people. So much like Black Ops 4, I feel like, you actually have to aim. You can't just shoot people and just expect to win the fight because you hit them in the foot. You actually have to hit the player in the head or do some proper damage. Otherwise, it's just not going to kill them. And in the newer cards, people can get away with being terrible because they can literally just aim anywhere. They can hit him in the foot for a few seconds and it will kill them, or they can hit him in the arm and they won't realize that they're not hitting them in the head or the chest because they're getting the same amount of damage dealt to that part of the body as they would to the head of the body. So they would think, oh yeah, I hit him in the body, so that's why it counts as a kill. And then when they come back to this game, they'll think, what the fuck? How did he not die? I shot him in the chest. But what they don't realize is when they actually slow down the clip and look it back, they didn't hit him in the chest. They in fact hit him in the arm. And that's really how specific you have to be with the aiming in this game. That's why in this game it really teaches you to stick your gun up straight and fucking aim properly.
Bigger shots, kid.
You can't just get away limply by getting some kill on someone's arm. You actually have to hit them properly to kill them quickly. Otherwise, if you're shooting at their arm or leg, it's just going to take longer. See what I mean? Like, see how I was shooting around his body and it wasn't hitting him? In newer CODs, if you were to shoot even just an inch off their body, even if it was in thin air, it would still count as a kill. You can see this happen in Black Ops 4. In Black Ops 4, when you slow the clips down, or a lot of the times in the kill replays, you can see some of the bullets aren't even hitting the player and it still counts as hit markers. It's really, really weird and trippy to watch back in replay, because in the moment, you think, oh, well, I'm hitting all those bullets, you know, but when you watch it back, they're not even landing. In this, it feels like it's impossible to hit the player because they're not counting the air bullets as hit markers like they should. You know, they shouldn't be counting those. They should be counting just the body hits, which is really what it comes down to. You know, you can't kill someone because you shot them next to their neck. It doesn't make any sense. They let people off too much in the newer games. They let people off with bad aim. It's not, you know, they need to punish people for bad aim. They need to make them understand how to aim properly. Otherwise, you're just not going to win the gunfight. So, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just really like this game. Actually, let's try the pistol. This shit's probably straight garbage. I will be real with you. I'm probably going to die using this. I think he's using the same thing. I heard him using the same pistol. What the fuck? Okay. Where am I getting shot from, dude? What the fuck? Dude, there's nothing in the air or anything. I don't see anyone anywhere. Where the fuck am I getting shot from? I swear I just got shot out of the sky. Fucking hell, the World War II veteran spirits are coming to haunt me, apparently.
I disagree. Because...
I actually did a poll the other day asking you guys, do you think I should do another mastery camo? You guys were very split on it. A lot of you were saying, nah, don't bother. And a lot of you were saying, like, yeah, you should do another mastery camo grind. And I don't think there's much point in me asking which one, because that's completely up to me, honestly. I don't think even if you guys said to me to do Cold War, I would still do COD WW2 first, because that's just what I want to do. So that's why I didn't ask which one. I just said, do you guys think I should do one or not? And you guys were very split on that. I also did another poll asking you guys, should I make shorts? And you guys, I think all of you did actually say you'd like to see me make shorts. So that's really cool. I will get to making some of those. I'll obviously, you know, chop up a bunch of old content that we've made. Who the fuck are you? The guy in the replay added me as a friend. Okay, cool, I guess. Well, congrats, mate. You made it into a video. Fuck you. But yeah, so a lot of you guys want to see shorts on the channel, so I'll be obviously chopping up and rehashing a lot of old content. I really do want to do that, you know, get a bunch of old content that I think went underappreciated or was, you know, unseen, and, you know, it's kind of buried in the past. I might get little moments out of that where I might have talked about a topic or something and make a, you know, a highlight out of it, you know, a short, and see if you guys agree with it, you know, like relatable stuff or little topics I brought up in the past and how they relate to the future, or just throwback shorts or content, like newer shorts, you know, about current things I've mentioned in Call of Duty. But yeah, I'm planning to do a bunch of stuff with the shorts. So hopefully that will help with the channel. I heard shorts are kind of doing big right now. They're like the main thing people are doing on YouTube. Shorts are really growing people's channels, and we're going big this year. So obviously I'm really all about that. I really want to grow the channel and just, you know, bring in a bunch of new viewers. That'll be great. But honestly, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you for all the support on the content, on the community post, you name it. It really is appreciated, truly. I do mean that from the bottom of my heart. I mean it. Thank you so much. And yeah, but other than that, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.